The following statements you are about to hear are not made to offend or hurt anybody's feelings, although we may discuss serious topics. It's all entertainment, man. In all reality, don't take too serious. Have fun, laugh a little bit, relax. Let's talk about it. Shades Talk.
We're going to touch the first one because the one topic that you brought up, and I thought that shit was pretty hilarious. But it's a real relevant topic. Men's fashion right now with the fingernails. Somebody posted a picture of A$AP Rocky with the Wizard of Oz heels on. They're getting real flamboyant and extra with it. Now, I'm not saying I'm the most fashionable guy. Don't get me. I'm not chopping up at nobody's fashion sense, but I still would like to think I got a decent masculine sense of fashion. So where is it coming from?
As far as like why guys is doing it?
Yeah.
I think it's to make headlines.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, do I really think that A$AP would have really worn them shoes and picked them shoes out? No. I think that he might have seen them shoes and thought these shoes is going to draw a lot of attention and controversial. It'll be controversial. So let me put these shoes on and step out of this Benz. And boom, now everybody's talking about it.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's with Rihanna or whatnot. And if your man, no matter what level of success that you have, steps out and y'all fighting over the heels in your closet, you know what I'm saying, the fingernail polish in your closet, is that going to create some type of friction?
Yeah, because why is you in my stuff? Like, get out of there. You know, like, I don't know, like, come on now.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing my nail polish. Now, if we go get our nails and our feet done together, that's fine.
Yeah.
But get clear, because why is you getting red toes?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and wearing my clothes, it's a no.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I always thought this as a man, especially when I had kids. I got to protect my family. But a part of that is kind of looking the part. You know what I mean? So they see a strong male figure and then your kids are less likely to get picked up by pedophiles or creepy dudes coming around your house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they check that kind of stuff. They check for single mothers. Does this kid have parents? What's a man look like? So I know there's famous people, quote unquote, whatnot, you know, wealthy couple. Do you feel like she should still think about that kind of stuff though?
You know, you talking about Rihanna?
Yeah.
You know what? If I'm thinking about not even just Rihanna, if I think about other household names like Will Smith and his family, and I think that we are a reflection of what we're around and our parents. Yes. And so when I think about Hollywood in general, I feel like if they're painting a picture and there's trends around nail polish, if there's trends around men wearing skirts,
right,
and your kids are growing up around that, it's only right that they become a reflection of it, if you know what I mean. Like, if you grow up in a household and your dad is masculine and your mom is feminine, I feel like at that point you have the decision to decide what you really want to be. But if you grow up in a household where your dad's wearing nail polish, then at some point, not even just nail polish, but just doing these things that are out of the norm, then at some point it's going to become a norm to you, and then you'll start to do it because you've already viewed it as something that's normal and you're in society. And so when they say, oh, we let our kids be free, but our kids are a sponge.
Yes, they are.
So when they're at a young age, they're watching everything we do, and they want to become that. Like my daughter, she is every bit of little me. She's got the personality, she's expressive, and that's because she's watching me naturally. That's something she's organically doing. So I do think that a lot of the behaviors are learned. So if Rihanna's kids grow up, and I honestly think it's just a moment thing for certain people though. Like, I don't think he's walking around the house with those
for sure.
Dorothy heels on.
Right.
But like,
clicking heels.
I don't know what it's looking like on a day-to-day with her family.
Right.
And you know, I'm not one to judge, but I do think that our kids learn what they learn based off of what they're around.
100%. So my son, I don't know how it is for girls. So let me ask you a question. Does your daughter ask you about the stuff that you used to do at a younger age?
I feel like she has. I'm trying to think of some things she might have asked me about. She's always talking about in the olden days, but it's like, wait,
back what does that mean?
She really thinks that when she was 2 and 3, that was the olden days,
right?
And I'm like, ma'am, that's not the olden days.
No,
but I'm sure she has. I just, off the top of my head, can't think of anything specific. But what about you?
So we go through stages in life, and I was telling my son, and I was trying to, when he was younger, protect him, I guess, in a sense, from my previous persona of what people thought about me when I was younger, from the stuff I was doing, whether it was running in the streets or doing this, that, and the third. Because I know boys, they gravitate towards like all this. You could tell him to go right 1,000 times, but he's going to go left as soon as he can. He could go left. So I didn't want him to think that that was the way to go. But the problem is, every time he talks to an old acquaintance or he sees an old friend or something, they always bring up the worst stuff that you done did or whatever, you know what I'm saying, from back when we was kids. So now he's thinking that that's what he needs to attain to be. And I can do 1,000 good things, but he always want to be like the tough version. I'm like, bro, the tough version don't get you nowhere. Be the guy I am now. Like, don't worry about that stuff. But that's what they gravitate to, man. You know, and I don't know if exposing them to social media, you know what I'm saying, right now is a detriment or a benefit, because I never really wanted them to be so blocked off from the world that when they do get out there, they really have no idea what's going on.
Right.
But also, they also get too much stuff coming in, and now it like facilitates in their head, and they take a lot from it. Like, they think everything from Instagram or YouTube is the gospel.
You know, and it's crazy because I know we was talking about this, but this whole idea of like people really believing that when people post these pictures where they just haven't, they lavish, you know, they look like they got all this money, these designer clothes and stuff like that. They think this stuff's real. But I heard like not too long ago, it was like they get that stuff for free. Like celebrities, they get a lot of this designer stuff for free. And we got our kids trying to, you know, break their necks to have this high-end designer stuff or like live this crazy lavish life. And it's not even, I mean, it's the celebrities' reality, but they're getting a lot of this stuff for free. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm into fashion, I'm into like designer stuff, but I also know my limits too.